place. All he had was his father. Is there anybody in the house today? Well, I feel like preaching now. Is there anybody in this house today have been good, have been kind to someone, have gave them money you needed for yourself, but then when you needed something, they wasn't no way around? Is there anybody in the house today that know what it's like to make a sacrifice for a friend, haul them all over town, and they won't even give you no gas money, but when you call on them, they got all kind of excuses why I can't come through for you? Is there anybody here that know what it's like to be let down? Is there anybody in the house today that know what it's like to have a friend walk out on you and leave you high and dry? And the Bible says that that's what the young man did for his father. Walked out of the house with his backpack on his back and didn't even turn around and say, Daddy, I'm gone. But the book tells me that when his friends walked out on him, when his money ran out, when his bank account was depleted, the Bible says that a light went off in his head and he came to himself. You gotta come to yourself before you can come to the Father. When he came to himself, he said, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rise and I'm going back home to my people. I don't like it down here. I don't fit in down here. We got some saints that went back on God. They down in the clubhouse, bumping and grinding, and they out of place. And folk looking at them said, I remember when you was telling me that I needed to be saved. And look at you now. Y'all ain't gotta help me today. And the Bible says that the young man fell out of place. And Sister Sharon, he said, ain't nobody gotta tell me. I know what I need to do. You ain't gotta lead me by my hand. I'm going back home to my Father. I'm going back home to my family. I don't belong here. I can't stay here. I can't rest here. I can't find no peace here. Where my home is where I need to be. And the Bible says, and he rose up, put his clothes together, and he came back home, and his father